Xbox Game Pass is cooking with some gems you might not expect. Let me roll it back and show you my favorites. Winter Burrow. You play as a mouse returning home, only to find your burrow destroyed and your aunt missing. Now it's up to you to rebuild, survive the freezing wilderness, and basically prove that mice are tougher than humans. It's cozy survival with crafting, cooking, and exploration. This game makes you appreciate your radiator more than any survival guide ever could. And yes, you can knit sweaters. So if you've ever wanted to roleplay as your grandma while fighting off hypothermia, Winter Burrow has you covered. Dead Static Drive. This one is basically Grand Theft Cthulhu. You're on a road trip through 1980s America, but instead of diners and postcards, you get cosmic horrors lurking behind every gas station. It's GTA if GTA had demons and the cops were scarier than the monsters. Honestly, it's the only game where running out of gas feels more terrifying than fighting a tentacle monster. Imagine pulling into a gas station and instead of overpriced snacks, you get a creature that looks like it crawled out of your nightmares. And you're just standing there like, do I fight it, or do I just drive away really fast? Spoiler, you drive away really fast. Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is the indie masterpiece where adorable bugs stab you repeatedly until you cry. The art is gorgeous, the soundtrack slaps, and the difficulty curve will make you rage quit at least once. It's basically Dark Souls with bugs, cute bugs that stab you in the face. But when you finally beat a boss after 20 tries, you feel like you just won the Olympics. Except your medal is a tiny bug cheering you on, and probably stabbing you again. Clover Pit. Clover Pit is a roguelite slot machine nightmare. You're locked in a rusty cell with a slot machine and an ATM, and you have to gamble your way out of debt. It's capitalism turned into a horror game. Imagine Silent Hill, but instead of monsters, you're haunted by your credit score. Every spin feels like payday and bankruptcy at the same time. And the worst part? You'll keep saying just one more spin until you realize you've been playing for 3 hours and you're emotionally invested in a slot machine. Terrifying, because it's too real. Balatro. Balatro is poker, but the cards cheat harder than you ever could. It's a deck-building roguelike where Joker cards break the rules and your combos get so ridiculous you feel like you're hacking the game. 1 minute you're bluffing, the next you're pulling off a 20-card combo that looks like Vegas exploded. It's addictive, it's chaotic, and it will make you feel like a genius strategist, until you lose everything in one bad hand and realize you're just a clown with fancy cards. Child of Light. This is Ubisoft's fairy tale RPG, where you play Aurora, a duke's daughter transported to the magical world of Lemuria. You literally fight to save the sun, moon, and stars from the Queen of the Night. It's poetic, emotional, and looks like a watercolor painting. The combat is turn-based, the music is gorgeous, and it's basically a playable poem. Warning, it will expose your soft side faster than a Pixar movie marathon. If you don't cry at least once, you might actually be a robot. So that's part 1 of my favorite Game Pass picks, games that are cozy, creepy, weird, and sometimes emotionally damaging in the best way. Drop your favorites in the comments, let's argue about which game makes you cry the hardest, and stick around for part 2. Smash that like button, subscribe, and let's keep cooking.